Hey guys, it's story time. Welcome to Adam Lee Henderson, the YouTube channel. I'm so glad you all tuned in to see today's topic and video. Please make sure you subscribe below. I appreciate all ideas. Hey, this is the channel that we all can take part in. So let's get started. In today's topic, I really just want you to hear my heart. The main focus is how to deal with grief and loss. This is what worked for me. So here we go. So last year in 2019, I recently lost my mom. The most scariest, heartbreaking, devastating, challenging, the worst day of my life, losing my mom. And here we are in 2020, still going through a lot of things as a global community. However, personally, 2019 was a rough year for me. And I want to kind of express what works for me and how I deal with what I'm dealing with. So in about, I would say in the last 5, maybe 8 years, my mom has been dealing with a lot of health issues. She, of course, had diabetes. We came to a position in our life where she needed a kidney transplant. We all wanted to test our bodies to see if we were a match to give my mom the life that she deserved. So I remember I was going to the doctor a couple of years ago. I went to my primary care doctor, and going through the process, I was weighing I weighed 300 and probably about 50 pounds. And being obese, you have to be at a certain weight class in order to even be considered to give a transplant. So I took it upon myself to make health changes. I didn't know how much time my mom had. However, I wanted to do all that I could in order to give my mom life. I wanted my mom to be here. So I decided to have weight loss surgery. I finally got down to a certain weight class. My BMI was a certain percentage that qualified me to be tested. Finally lost over 100 pounds. I was extremely excited about it. My mom was so thankful and so grateful, and she was excited for me. It was more than just me trying to be healthy and wanting to look good. I wanted to save my mom's life. That was my reason. She was my priority in having the weight loss surgery. In this process, here I am remembering that my mom is the focus. As soon as my percentage, got down to a certain weight class, I was ready to jump on board. Finally started the process. They sent me like a blood kit. Basically, I take that to LabCorp or my doctor, and they draw blood, and I send it in to the hospital, and they test it to see if my mom's a match. 2 weeks. I did that at the end of September. On October 11th, 2019, on a Friday night. So I'm driving home, listening to music as I always do, on blast. And I get a call from my sister. My sister FaceTimes me, and she tells me that my mom has passed away. Completely changed my life. Maybe a week before, or the week before she dies, I send in my blood work, and I'm ready to move forward, trying to save my mom's life. And she passes away. That changed me so much. That changed everything in my life. That changes so many lives. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has lost a loved one. I thought my mom was invincible. I didn't know that she would actually leave me. I really thought that I was gonna save her. I couldn't. It wasn't up to me. I wish it was. We all go down to Tennessee, and I spent about a week and a half there. You know, I wanted to just spend time with my dad. I didn't want to leave him by himself. My sister, I wanted to be with her. And I just wanted to be in the last place my mom died. I had a feeling like she didn't have a lot of time left, but I was so hopeful that this transplant would work, that everything would be just fine. So here I am now. It is May 2020. We had the memorial service on her birthday. Her birthday is November 10th. It was amazing. We did it at the home my grandparents live, and there was so many people, so many friends and family that love and appreciate her. It was so good to just be around, so much love. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. It was a beautiful memorial. How am I dealing with it now, 8 months later, and I am still dealing with it? How I deal with grief is I do these 5 things. Number 1, pray. I cannot do anything without prayer. In this season of my life, still trying to cope with it. At first it wasn't easy. I made a lot of mistakes personally based on the effect of losing my mom and dealing with the pain and the grief. But number 1, you got to keep praying. Don't give up. Keep the faith. Keep hope alive. With me dealing with prayer, it helped me. It sustained me. And that was only through God and prayer. Number 2, I utilize my support system. I continue to hold on to the people that were around me, my friends, my wife. I've established mentors in my life. Number 3, stay active. Do what you love to do. One thing that I do that is extremely helpful is exercise. And I feel good pursuing what I want in life now because I know that life is short. And so that is something that I want to do. Number 4 is to remember the good times. I remember our family vacations. I remember, the funny things growing up, the jokes my mom said, and the experiences that I had with my mom, even the arguments and the mistakes and the things that upset her. I remember those experiences, and it makes me smile. What I needed to utilize and what I needed to practice was meditation, remembering, and just having a moment to think and just remember those times that are special to me so I can deal with whatever I'm dealing with. I utilize every opportunity I can to just feel the moment. That we've got to feel the feeling, how we are feeling, what we are feeling. We have to just embrace the moment. And that's something that I wasn't doing at first. I was just saying, let's move forward. And it wasn't helping me. So just take a moment, remember, think, meditate, and embrace each moment. I promise you it will help. Number 5, just love everything. I love everything. I try to love my wife more. I try to love my family more. I love myself more. I love myself by pursuing what I want in life. I'm loving myself to live. I'm loving myself to move forward in my life. Having dealt with and continuing to practice, I still practice all of the things that I mentioned before to deal with grief and loss. I have to remember to love myself enough to go after what Adam wants. 2019 was hard for me because I dealt with a lot of losses and transition. There's no right or wrong way to deal with grief. No right or wrong. You just have to deal with it. You just have to live. You have to live your life to the fullest. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything block you. And don't let anything take you away from what you believe is for you. Still dealing with the loss of my mom. It's not easy. Some days are good. Some days are bad. Some days are worse. Every day I wake up thinking that I'm gonna live my full life in the memory of my mom. She taught me how to pray. She taught me how to love. She taught me how to be active. She taught me how to pursue my dream, and she taught me how to be Adam. She taught me how to be the best Adam that I could be. I hope you've learned something from these tips that I've shared today in my vlog. You have to deal with the loss. You have to deal with grief. You have to deal with your emotion, because you don't want to end up hurting anyone. You don't want to end up hurting yourself. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for supporting. I love you guys with all my heart. Continue to pray for me that I will overcome and live life to the fullest. We all should grow. We all should want to do better. We all should want to see each other achieve. And that's what I want for all of you. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you're dealing with grief. I want to read some of your comments. I want to read some of your ideas, because some of your ideas may help me. Give someone a hug today. Smile at someone. Give someone a kiss. Let them know that you love them and that you care. And I'll see you next week. Peace.